New at 5:30 tonight, 10,000 inmates.
That's how many Kern County's jail has released early in 2012 due to overcrowding. So, who is being let back into the streets and how does the jail decide? 17's Katie Roosh is joining us live now with an in-depth look at the jail's everyday kickouts. Katie?
Well, Jim, it's a subjective decision according to jail staff. They'll release parole violators and burglars before they would a sex offender. And it's all in an effort to keep the community safe and the jail bed space here free. It's a happy day for Ryan Schwagus and his family.
My heart's been pounding when they called my name.
After serving 17 days of his 120-day sentence for violating parole, he was released from jail.
There's good and bad in every release, you know. It's just how they do it.
Brent Evans was in for a parole violation. He served 19 days of his 155-day sentence.
We're really not violent offenders, you know what I mean? We just want to go home like anybody else with our families and our kids.
Evans and Schwagus are just 2 of 50 Kern County inmates released early that day.
We're going to be out anyway, so.
Convicted of parole violations, burglary, and receiving stolen property, everyone was released after serving a fraction of their sentence.
I wish I didn't have to, but we have to. It's a law.
A court-ordered law handed down in the 1990s that mandated the jail to remain below capacity, triggering thousands of early releases. However, staff say prison realignment has amplified the numbers from more than 6,500 in 2010 to nearly 11,000 in 2012.
There's not enough space.
Space to fit all the additional inmates sentenced to county jail time, who prior to realignment would have gone to state prison.
That number is going to continue to climb.
Staff say it could be worse. Since realignment, the jail created more than 1,100 alternative custody spots where inmates are released, but either electronically monitored, on sheriff's parole, or on the work release program.
Without those 1,100 inmates in those programs, they would be free to roam the streets without any type of supervision.
Even with programs, releases still happen every Monday through Friday, kicking out on average 850 to 900 inmates a month.
The job of releasing somebody early is an unpopular task.
But it's taken head on each morning by hand-picked jail staff in the classification unit.
It's our intention to try to keep the worst of the worst in custody.
First, staff decide how many to release, taking a look at the jail's capacity and how many new arrests they expect.
On a daily basis, 105 inmates are processed through the downtown jail.
If staff anticipate more will land in lockup, like on nights of big stings, busts, or even when there are eager new deputies on patrol, the jail will release more.
It would be nice to keep everybody, but in reality, there's not enough space.
So jail staff pick the best candidates.
The more you do it, the more it makes sense.
Inmates who serve the most time get the kick out first. On this Monday, it was Courtney Alspa.
Back to Bakersfield, where I don't even know where I'm at.
Alspa served 20 days of her 120-day sentence for burglary.
I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I know I ain't trying to come back to this place ever again.
And so far, she hasn't. Alspa is a typical early release, a non-violent offender.
So I like to think we keep the worst of the worst and we let go what we can.
Steering away from releasing sex offenders and violent gang members, leaning more towards hopefuls.
Talking about the abscesses and track marks.
Like inmates who participate in in-custody programs, like adult school and drug treatment classes.
We're definitely ramping it up.
Offering more courses since realignment.
A lot of opportunities out there for people. They go into the programs and do a lot of things for their lives now.
I actually think now, hopefully, some of those people we've reached some of these people.
But right now, statistics show the majority are reoffending. According to the District Attorney's Office, of the nonviolent offenders released since realignment, half have reoffended. 10% reoffended within the first week, 53% within the first 3 months, and 94% within a year. But staff think the jail has reached a turning point.
I've seen some successes that I previously never heard about or saw.
Not everybody trusts us, but we know somebody does.
A somebody that hopes Brent Evans Ryan Schwagus
No, I never plan to come back.
and Courtney Allspaw
I know I am not coming back here.
stand by their words, leaving Lerdo early, but checking out for good.
When I see that group of 30 to 40, I'm hoping that 5 or 10 don't come back. I don't want to say I just touch one